Phillipsburg Town Council meeting, October 4th, 2022. Attorney Doug Steinhardt's public comments. As a note, Doug Steinhardt is a named partner of the law firm that is representing Perrone Construction. The name of the law firm is Florio, Perucci, Steinhardt Capelli, Tipton and Taylor. Perrone Construction is the company that wants to build the warehouse in downtown Phillipsburg along the Delaware River. Perrone Construction is 100% owned by Michael Perucci. Doug Steinhardt and Michael Perucci, as you can see from the law firm's name, are both named partners of the same law firm. In a somewhat confusing presentation, Mr. Steinhardt seems to be making the argument that his two children, one of whom is very successful in the real estate investment business and works near Philadelphia, and the other, who is interning with a company in Florida, would have stayed in Phillipsburg working a $50,000 a year job in a warehouse, had this warehouse been available earlier. It should also be noted that by testimony from one of the developer's own expert witnesses, cold storage facilities have a high rate of employee turnover. Also, because of the unhealthy working conditions, this type of warehouse tends to be very highly automated, thereby reducing the number of employees needed to run the warehouse.
Good evening, Doug Steinhardt. I live at 4 Jacob Way in Lebanon Township, but I too am a property owner here, part of the building at 235 Buffalo Way with Mr. Perucci. I was born and raised in Warren County. I have 2 children. My kids are 19 and 24. For my time in service in Warren County, some stats that I'm sure most of you guys are aware of, but in terms of evaluating what we do in this area as leaders, New Jersey leads the nation in the outmigration of jobs and people. More residents leave New Jersey and more jobs leave New Jersey than any other state in the country. Phillipsburg's population has actually dwindled by 1,000 people since the 2010 census. Between 2010 and 2020, went from roughly 15,100 people to 14,200 people. And the 10 years prior to that, it was almost 2,000 people more that get lost. The reason I say that is because opportunities don't always come along. And in a town, in a county that's among some of the poorer in the state, if you don't provide opportunities for your kids, they all find other places to go. And we're all fortunate to have jobs, a lot of us in the area. My daughter was a graduate of Phillipsburg High School. Her first 3 jobs were in New York City. And then she had a job opportunity to go to Miami and work for a real estate investment company there. And only by the good graces of God was she able to find a job in outside of Philadelphia, and now she works outside of Philadelphia in Town Square, but not here in Warren County. My son's going to be interning at a company in Jacksonville, where he goes to school in Florida, and will probably end up staying down there. One of the things I always set out to do when I got involved in government was try to figure out ways to find affordable places for families to plant roots and then raise their families. And I think you have an opportunity for that sitting at your feet, and whether it's because of politics or personal agendas, or just not being willing to see the bigger picture of providing opportunities for the folks that you represent, you're chasing those opportunities away. And long after you guys are gone from this council, your kids, your neighbors' kids, will be faced with the same prospects of having to look other places for good paying jobs, because you guys didn't have the courage to make the kind of decisions that you need to make to create those opportunities today. And that's on your shoulders. But unfortunately, the people that pay the price for those are the kids that don't have opportunities to do things back here in our northwest corner of New Jersey. So I would hope you would reconsider and look at some of the stats and look at some of the opportunities that only you guys as council members have the ability to create.
Thank you.